my beautiful loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading all about positive shifts that are coming your way. I also just want to quickly mention we have some new crystal bracelets out on the shop. If you are interested in getting some super high quality crystal bracelets made with authentic crystals and with gold fill, so you can wear them in the shower, you can wear them anywhere, and they will not tarnish. If you are interested in getting yourself some high vibe crystal jewelry, all the info will be linked down below. This one is a really cool new green, dark green moonstone that we have, and this one is white turquoise. And you can read all about their magical properties on the website. But back to this video, we have 3 different groups in front of me. We have group number 1, 2, and 3. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you would like, in order to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that then will be linked to your specific card. If you like to choose with crystals on these cards, then let's go ahead and put some crystals on these cards. All right, my loves, if you like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over on group 1, we have some amethyst. Group number 2, we have apophyllite. And then group number 3, we have some green calcite. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you would like, in order to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that'll be linked to your specific card, so that you can skip ahead right to your personal reading. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's get right into it. So the first card that we have for you is Inner Sanctum. When this card comes out, it talks about your inner world, and the feeling that I'm getting from this is the positive shift that's coming your way is that your inner world is becoming more positive, and this moon is shining through, and the moon is connected to our emotional state. Your emotional state is going to be improving, and I feel like you're just going to be able to immerse more into positive emotions. I feel like you're going to be like submerging yourself with more positivity. And I don't even mean to use the word submerge. It's like you're like going more into your emotions, but your emotions are more positive, if that makes sense. It's like it's more fun to explore and it feels better for you. So that is the first positive change that we have coming for you. The next one is we have protection. I feel like you're going to feel more safe to be yourself, and it feels like your emotions are more protected as well, and you're kind of almost opening up and allowing your emotions to pour out more because you feel safe to do so. I feel like you're almost going to be given a safe space to begin expressing yourself. There could be like someone coming into your life, or maybe something new that you're going to be doing where you feel safe to express. You feel more safe and comfortable to go deeper and still feel protected while doing so. I think like emotionally you're going to feel more secure. I'm also getting a message that there's going to be some sort of relief when it comes to whatever it is that you're stressed about right now. So if you're stressed about money, there's some sort of relief coming in to where you're going to understand like, okay, I'm going to be fine. Things are going to be okay, and I'm going to be stabilized. Or for example, if this is about maybe, I don't know, just like relieving stress about something. There's some kind of stress that may be in your life that's getting relieved, and you are receiving confirmation that everything is going to be okay. And this is going to allow you to feel more safe, which I think is also going to calm down your emotions, especially if you're stressed about something. I'm kind of picking up on an energy that you may either be stressed at the moment, or your emotions have been maybe building up, maybe some sort of anxiety or some sort of fear or something else. Maybe your emotions have been a bit more, not where you want them to be. And I'm just feeling like things are going to smooth out for you. And your spirit guides really want to come through right now and tell you that you are being divinely protected through whatever it is that you're going through right now. And there's going to be a positive outcome. You're going to be safe through this, and Spirit wants to keep making that clear. So I keep hearing that message getting repeated in my head right now, is that you're going to be okay. Things are going to be fine, and things are going to turn around for you and start looking up. I'm also hearing that there's going to be an energy upgrade for you. You're about to go through an energy upgrade. I keep seeing a ladder, and it seems like your energy is going up that ladder. And the number 3 sticking out to me. So maybe 3 months from now, there's going to be like a better sort of, or even 3 weeks. Ooh, I just got the number, like 3 stood out to me again. And for some reason, I heard the word weeks. 3 weeks and 3 months, I feel like are both very significant for you. Some of you may even be seeing like angel number 333 around different places and things like that. And this is a message that everything's going to be okay. And that you're also going to be connecting to the right answers and to the right people with the right ideas as well. There's going to be like a pathway that's opening up for you, something that's been in the works now for some time. The next card that we have Magnetic Heart. Ooh, you're drawing towards you what your heart has been feeling. You're magnetizing new experiences your way. And I also feel like your heart has been yearning for something. Maybe your heart is yearning for comfort, love, deepness, and you're calling that in. You're calling that in right now. The number 3 can also be about meeting people. So some of you may meet a significant person in your life pretty soon. Maybe it's around that number 3. So that could also indicate March, for example. March is the 3rd month. So either 3 months from now, 3 weeks from now. March is also sticking out, but there's something significant around the number 3. So keep that in mind. March 3rd could also be a significant date or times around that area. But I keep seeing 3s. Like 3 is like a magic number for you right now. And that's going to be a significant thing to just trust and to be aware of. Whenever you see 3s around, it's a reminder that you're calling in everything that you need to heal your heart or your stress or anything else that's going on right now for you emotionally that's maybe keeping you emotionally out of balance. I'm seeing that you're calling in the experiences that are going to help you rebalance. I also see a nice calmness coming into your life, especially around the time that you meet this person. There's some sort of like calmness that comes with that. All right, the next card we have is, recalibration. This could be talking about the recalibration of your emotional state. Emotional, mental, like inner sanctum. Your inner sanctum is going through a recalibration. I also feel like you're about to shift quite drastically, where you're almost recalibrating your desires for the future. Like your inner self is recalibrating, and I think that you're going to, for one, like we've been talking about, shifting your inner emotional, mental kind of states, feeling more protective, gaining more security. But also once you end up there, I feel like there's going to be a recalibration of where you want to end up in life. I think that there may be some sort of switch, or you may be sort of rethinking some plans that you used to have, like current plans that you have around your future right now. I feel like are going to be shifting because your inner state's going to be shifting, and I feel like you're going to expand your horizons. And that's what this recalibration is sort of indicating here. The next card that we have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is moving forward, like energy that moves forward very quickly, actually. I think that once you know what you want, you're going to be shooting for it and going towards it. There's a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, and it may also be like a quick shift. It may be a really quick shift for you. So after you are kind of receiving these new ideas and then recalibrating, I think that this new direction is going to be so, it's just like almost this quick decision. It's going to be some sort of quick decision. And energy is going to be moving quite a lot. Also, if you've felt stuck lately, that's ending as well. So another positive shift from that. The 8 of Wands indicates that things are moving forward again. We have clear skies, and we are being given the green light to move forward very quickly again. So that's another aspect that is coming through for you. I also feel like putting this up here for whatever reason, so we're going to do that. But I feel like, yeah, things are going to start moving very quickly for you. So just be on the lookout for that, because that's something that is hugely coming up there. The next card that we have, we have the King of Swords. This could be indicating the person that's coming into your life, or it could be indicating an aspect of you, or both. The King of Swords is usually an air sign person, usually male, usually. So that could be, the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So there could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius man that's coming into your life, or that you already know, that may be a significant transformation for you. This butterfly at the top symbolizes transformations. This person could be giving you like new ideas, or just like being a really good support system for you. I also feel like if there's been a person in your life that's been a little bit guarded with opening up, they're going to open themselves up more, especially if maybe you felt like you're in protection mode around this person, or maybe this person has felt like they needed to like protect themselves around you, but it seems like things are opening up. So if you do have a person in your life, and this person is most likely an air sign person, but they don't have to be, this person is just very like intellectual, very logical, and may not express tons of emotion all the time. I feel like their walls are coming down, and there's like a recalibration of this relationship perhaps. Again, or this, if that's not relevant, if you don't know somebody like that, then this would be indicating a new person coming into your life, and also your inner transformation, which would indicate that you are gaining like a lot more ideas, and you're able to express a lot more of your inner truth, see with clarity again. So this is allowing a lot more of a clear horizon for you, which is possibly also why we have this recalibration. So you could be changing directions because you're gaining clarity on what it is you really want, and maybe you're going through a transformation that's going to offer you this new idea, and you're just like, yeah, I want to move ahead on that. But there is something quick that's sort of happening here, and this could be a quick thing that's happening with this person in your life for some of you. And this is a really positive new direction where things are like moving forward and opening up, and we're gaining more clarity on this, on our lives and where we're going, where we're ending up. So there could be conversations around that help us gain clarity on where we're going. And then there could also be, again, that redirection into more of a even more positive place. So let's look what else we have. We also have the Three of Cups coming up. This indicates like friendships, people that we know. So it's interesting that we were kind of touching on that subject already in these cards. And just so you guys know, I never ever look at the cards before doing the readings. Like I literally pick them when I shuffle them, and I have like fallout cards. I'll put them down in a pile. That is how I do this, or like I'll even just like lay them out upside down and like pick the ones that I'm intuitively feeling for that pile. I never look at them prior, and it's so interesting. We're touching on like friendships and things like that. And then we also have the Three of Cups, which indicates friendships, and it can also indicate reaching certain milestones and having a celebration. So if you've been anticipating a certain milestone, or if you've been wishing for a certain milestone to happen in your life, I'm really seeing that this shift is coming for you, and it's going to be a moment to celebrate. The Three of Cups is like some kind of celebration or festivity, or it could be like a birthday party, a congratulations party, a just party in general where, you know, the people around you are so proud of you and proud of the changes that you're going through right now. But there's so much energy like moving forward for you, and also getting out of this maybe stuck or maybe more anxious time. That's something that's ending as well. I also feel like you're going to be surrounded by people that make you feel really good, and it's going to be a shift in your emotional state. It's going to be a very positive shift in your emotional state. So let's see, we also have the Magician. Ooh, and this one also has a butterfly on it. Look at that, we have two butterflies, the King of Swords and the Magician. There's a transformation. This could be like the alchemization of your old kind of like phase that you were once in. I feel like you're ending a chapter of your life right now and beginning a whole new chapter. And this chapter is going to bring in a new emotional and mental state. And Spirit really wants to give you the message right now of like, you are gaining security. And the fear or the kind of instability that you may be feeling right now is going to clear. But yeah, the Magician card that we also have coming up, you're definitely transforming yourself in a way where things feel more open and free. Your emotions are going to feel more open and free. I feel like your creativity, sorry, my stomach's making noises. I just ate breakfast. But you're gaining more freedom, and there's almost a feeling like you can be more creative. It's like opening up the realm of creativity for you is another positive shift. I feel like you're just going to have more ideas flowing your way. I feel like you're also going to gain like maybe a new interest or a new hobby of some kind, or like immersing yourself into a new thing that's like kind of fun and exciting for you, where it's like a creative outlet. I feel like there's a creative outlet coming for you. I also think you're going to be up-leveling, just kind of actually what I was saying with the ladder thing. The Magician also touches on that, because the Magician is like, we're bringing ideas to life, and it's also a big up-level. You're doing an up-level right now. And the number 3 is again sticking out to me on that up-level. It's like you're moving up 3 levels. Like that's something that Spirit just came through and said, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what these levels are, but you're like moving up 3 levels. Oh, and then we literally have the 3 of Cups. Wow, okay. So like, yeah, there's like 3 levels of that ladder that you're climbing. I don't even know what that is like meaning. I think it's just showing that the number 3 is significant, but either way, it's like, yeah. Or there could even mean like, yeah, like three areas of your life are going to be shifting, like career, love, money, or something like that. There's 3 is significant. That's all I can say. The number 3 is significant, and Spirit keeps showing that to me. 3 is significant. Let's see what else we get here. So group 1, let's do this card. Be bold and make the first move, a cardinal moon. There could be something that you've been really thinking about doing, and Spirit is confirming like, yeah, that's the right direction. Let's go for it. Let's make it happen. And then we also have full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Ooh. I feel like another thing that you're going to be doing is bringing in more balance to your life. I'm hearing that time and what you spend your time doing. Some of you are wanting to get deeper into your spiritual practices. Some of you are maybe wanting to commit to something deeper. And I feel like that's going to be a shift that's happening for you as well. This could be in Pisces season, which kind of correlates with our March thing that we've been talking about, because Pisces is the beginning of March and also the end of February. But yeah, be bold and make the first move. Yeah, I really think that there's going to be a starting of something new. The Magician can also indicate that we're creating something new. And I feel like this whole like unlocking and recalibration, there's like a new direction you're going to be going in that feels a lot more creative for you, a lot more fun. And it's just about making that first move. We might be kind of scared because we're like, oh, I haven't really done that before, but I'm feeling really called to. And that's like a sign for you, like, yes, it's time to explore that new realm. It's time to have that expansion. Even if you've already been starting something like that, this is Spirit's way of confirming, like, yes, keep going in that direction, because there's a lot of promising energy there. And it's going to allow you to expand further and to up-level your emotional state, to up-level your life in general. I see you being more practical with your spiritual practices as well, like practical in the way of like figuring out when and how much time we want to spend doing certain things. Like I feel like some of you are wanting to take up meditation. Some of you are wanting to take up like yoga or other things, or get back into those practices or start to commit to them more. Something like that is an aspect that I see with that full moon in Pisces. Also, your dreamy self is coming out. Your creative, dreamy side coming out more with the full moon in Pisces. Closing out an old creative chapter and opening up a new one could be an aspect also of the full moon in Pisces. And the cardinal always indicates like a new phase. So there's a new chapter coming in for you. So all good things there. Let's go ahead and get into our next deck. And let's see what else we get. So those positive shifts. Ooh, that one was really wanting to come out. So we have the love card. I feel like you're falling in love with life again. Some of you, I'm getting this feeling like you're gonna be focusing on how we can romance life a little bit more, like how we can add in more like passion. Like this love card speaks passion to me, how to make life feel more passionate, to feel more like we're in that lovey space. I keep seeing this really interesting image of like, I don't know if you guys have done this before. I feel like, I don't know. I'm just getting this image in my head of like, you know, when you watch those really inspiring movies or music videos where it's that woman who's living that like super romance life and she's like leaving her bed sheets in like a disarray, but somehow it just looks imperfectly perfect, and she's like sipping her like tea or coffee or something like that in the morning, and she's just like has her hair up, but it's so effortlessly, like it looks like romantic almost. It looks beautiful. And then there's like that beautiful, inspiring music in the background, and it's just, and then she starts like painting or something, and it's just so creative and effortlessly, passionately beautiful. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I feel like there's that sort of essence kind of wanting to emerge in your life, where it's like effortlessly, passionately beautiful. Like those are the words that are coming to my head. And bringing up that kind of energy. This is like a self-love. It's like a refreshing, I'm feeling like a refreshing energy. There's a whole refresh happening. So yeah, that card is bringing out that kind of emotion. Sorry, there's a plane going by. It's so loud. But I also feel like you're attracting, sorry, that plane is loud. Oh my goodness. It's like one of those like military jets or something. Wow, very loud. Since this is so prominent, I feel like this is a sign of something. Taking flight could be the sign of this loud plane. Taking flight, your ideas taking flight. And also gaining a lot of momentum, because that sounded like a very hefty plane. That's speaking to me momentum. And then wild rose. I totally even missed that word right there. There's more of like a wild nature, like allowing yourself to explore what your heart really wants to explore without feeling like we need to fit into a perfect mold. So that's another aspect that's coming out to you. This more wildness, like allowing your heart to explore what it wants, allowing your mind to explore what it wants. So that's another aspect coming out for you here. I also really want to roll these Astro dice to see what else we have going on. Let's see, group one. We have Uranus in Libra in the 6th house. Ooh, some of you may be making a career change. Some of you may even be making a big lifestyle change. The 6th house can deal with career, money, schedule, lifestyle, our environment, our health, our fitness, all that jazz. The 6th house encompasses a lot of different things. With Uranus in there, with Libra being in the sign of Libra, Libra is the balance. It wants to balance things. With Uranus, we're doing a big shift. So if anything feels imbalanced within the realm of your career, your money, your schedule, lifestyle, health or fitness, if anything is out of balance there, Uranus in Libra comes through to rebalance. It says like, hey, if we've been neglecting something here, or if something is like lacking, it's time for us to make a big shift. And I've been feeling this big shift within all these cards here, and then Uranus is another planet that confirms this big shift, and it also confirms that there's new ideas, like out of the blue ideas that are going to be coming in for you that may contribute to this big shift. I feel like your schedule is shifting. The things that you spend your time doing are shifting. Your career, again, may go through a slight shift as well. And I'm getting this image of a balancing teeter-totter. Something that we've been maybe back and forth on is balancing. Or something that maybe, for example, if money was randomly like, oh, we have a lot, and then damn, there's a lot of bills. And then like, oh, we're getting more money, yay, I can like save it. And then like, nope, a lot of bills. It's like, if there's a teeter-totter on something, if something was kind of like back and forth in your life, going through a teeter-totter phase, Libra's coming through also to balance it out, but it'll be balanced out in kind of like a new, unexpected way. Something that maybe we haven't done before yet, something we haven't tried before, is that Uranus. And I also feel like new information is coming in. There's like a new, it could be from somebody else or something that we're reading online, or just like random information coming through in a really just not expected kind of way. New information is going to be coming through that helps you balance out your life as well. Especially if some of you are looking at health or fitness or diet or things like that. I feel like there's like random information that you didn't even know you needed, didn't even know that you were looking for, and randomly like an answer is going to come to solve a issue that you're like, I wasn't focusing on that right now, but yes, I do need that information and maybe I should apply that. So that's going to like be something that's coming in as well. So that is what we have there. Let's go ahead and end off this reading with some amazing, inspiring oracle cards here. So group 1, tell me more about these positive shifts for group 1. Ooh, risk. Ooh, I love this one coming up for you. So let's look at this card if my camera will focus. There we go. So risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. So there is definitely something shifting. And I feel like there's that new idea where you can recalibrate or replan something or shift something in your life. And Spirit's coming through being like, yeah, you can take the risk to go after it if it feels right for you. If it feels right for you. So there could be like a new unexpected thing coming through. Patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. This is a reminder not to rush anything. It's interesting because we have risk and patience. These two are kind of contradictory if we put it in that context, but I feel like they also kind of go hand in hand. So have patience with something. Don't fear losing it. There's that message. Don't fear losing it. Maybe take the risk to do something you've never done before. So when it comes to like your love life, or when it comes to doing something, allow it to be different and have patience with yourself to explore the new realm. Like don't rush to get back to your safe space necessarily. For example, like if you're trying to add in a new routine, let's say you're trying to add in like working out or something to your lifestyle, take the risk and do it. Try something new. Take the risk, like go to the gym even if it makes you super nervous, but have patience with yourself to get used to it. Like that's what I mean by how these kind of go hand in hand. They could seem contradictory at first, but the kind of application that I'm seeing these in would be that gym example. So it doesn't mean that that's going to be like your exact, obviously, like example for you, but that's the example that Spirit wants to give, is like take the risk and do it even though you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and have patience with yourself because it may feel awkward at first. Like, especially if we haven't been to the gym before, or like maybe we don't even know what we're doing. And so it's kind of a risk for us to go there. It feels risky. We're like, oh my God, I'm like going to the gym. Holy shit, this feels really weird. Like, I don't even know what to do here. Like, take the risk, but then have patience with yourself to get used to this new world that you're exploring. Don't just like chicken out once you're there and be like, oh no, that was so awkward, I never want to go back. Like give yourself patience to get used to the new realm that you're exploring. Don't just back out of it because maybe it's like awkward at first. That's the message. Do not back out just because it feels awkward at first. It's going to feel awkward at first. I'll promise you that. We have Uranus coming up. It's going to feel awkward at first. We're going to feel out of place. But the more that we do it, the more that we have repetition, 6th house, the more that we have repetition with this new world that we're exploring, it will balance itself out. We will find our space there. We are creating our space there. It feels awkward at first because maybe we don't have a space there yet. Maybe we haven't really claimed this area, but the more time that you spend there, the more time that you have patience with yourself and continue to put yourself into those new shoes, it's going to balance out. It is going to balance out. You're going to be fine, and it's going to become your new norm. It's going to become your new natural state and your new natural place. So that is the last message that we have for you here, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos like this in the future, because I'd love to have you there. Don't forget to check out any cute crystal bracelets if you're wanting to get some high vibe jewelry into your collection. We have some new pieces out, and they're made with gold fill, so they do not tarnish. Just wanted to add that last little message there. But again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 2. If you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's get right into it. All right, so group 2, our first card here, we have Lunar Waters. This one talks about stuff that may be in our unconscious. It can talk about our intuition. It can talk about our deep fears or deep blocks that may be holding us back. So one thing that I'm noticing with this card coming up is one of the positive shifts coming for you is that you're going to be exploring some of those inner blocks that you have and removing them. These could be like limitations or different fears that may be holding us back from kind of jumping into the world that we really want to jump into. And I feel like you're going to be diving deeper into whatever those blocks are, whatever those fears are. So when it comes to doing something new or stepping outside of our comfort zone, those different aspects you are going to be diving deeper into and healing. I'm seeing like a huge amount of healing coming from this card. For some reason, Spirit is showing me the image of a spa with Lunar Waters. Also, wouldn't that be a really cool spa name? Lunar Waters? That would be such a cool spa name. Anyway, regardless, Spirit is showing me the image of a spa and showing me that you are being cleansed, being told that it's safe for you to explore the ideas that you want to explore. If it feels really right to you, there's a reason your soul is pulling you into that direction. There's also a deepness opening up with your intuition. If some of you have been wanting to open up your intuition more, excuse me, I just ate breakfast. My whole stuff, I'm like burping and like all that. Someone actually commented on my video recently saying that burping is like a confirmation from Spirit or something. I don't know. But with this Lunar Waters card, if you've been trying to open up your intuition more, that's something that is coming for you to where you're going to see deeper and answers are being revealed to you, especially if you've been asking like, oh, is this the right choice? Is this the right decision? Am I supposed to go in this direction? If you've been confused about something in your life and you're really wanting to seek answers on it, your intuition is really starting to open up. And I think it's because you've been asking for more guidance. And so obviously your intuition is going to have to get stronger here in order to provide you those answers. And it may not always be the most immediate answer. So sometimes our intuition and our gut, or not our intuition is our gut, but for example, our intuition and our mind can be in a conflict sometimes. So mentally, when we ask ourselves, oh, is this the right decision? Mentally, we may be like, nope, that's not logical because of this and this and this. But then our actual intuition may be like, but it is logical, or it is right because of this and this and this. So sometimes we can be at a conflict there. I'm seeing that you're going to be opening up your intuition a lot more and getting more of a glimpse into your future. And there's going to be more understanding opening up for you in that area. So when it comes to your future and the things that you may be currently confused about, there's a lot more answers coming into the picture for you. So keep that in mind. Okay, I know that was a long-winded answer for that first card, but let's see what else we have. We have Inner Alchemy. Ooh, okay. I love that one coming up. So the inner alchemy is the alchemization of things that may have once been heavy or weighted, or things that weren't as advanced, if that makes sense, are now up-leveling. There's an up-level. So inner alchemy, things that are going on the inside of you, you are going through a big up-level. I think your intuition is up-leveling, especially if you've been seeking that. If you've been seeking opening up your intuition more, that is massively going to be a big shift for you. As your intuition is absolutely opening up more, you're going to be able to trust it more, feel it more, all of that. But also, I feel like there's deeper things that you've been through, and I feel like Spirit is wanting to talk about your past right now. There's been things in your past that you have gone through that may have been hurtful for you, that caused you to either close off or to cause you to not trust fully or to have certain fears. There's things in your past that have created a lot of caution, so much caution to the point where it's sort of a fear. And it's kind of created a bit of a block for you because of what you've experienced. It's like you're trying so hard to avoid experiencing that again that it's creating a little bit of a wall, right? So there's a difference between caution and fear. Caution is the healthy form of fear, but fear is the unhealthy form of caution when we become so cautious, so avoidant, so worried that it becomes fear. That's obviously not good. I think that you're going through this up level where things that you were once really fearful of, things that you used to close yourself off from and be scared of and try to avoid a lot, that's alchemizing into something positive. You are up-leveling those old aspects of yourself. That's the inner alchemy, is the up-level of those old aspects. They are shifting you. They are pulling you up. You're being pulled up right now. I'm seeing a string, actually. And this cord, it's like a silver cord, which we all actually do have this silver cord. It's connected to our astral body. But what I'm seeing, what Spirit's showing me, is this like silver cord, and it's going into your belly. And this is like part of you, right? It's not a bad thing. The silver cord's actually like all good white light. But I'm seeing like your higher self pulling it up, pulling that silver cord up in you and alchemizing those things that used to weigh you down, the things that used to weigh you down and keep you lower, keep you fearful and things like that. Spirit is pulling that silver cord up and pulling up all of those things, and those are going to start alchemizing, because the process of alchemy is kind of like turning lead into gold. But what that represents spiritually is taking things that didn't have much value to us, so taking like negative experiences or things like that, and when we alchemize them, we turn them into something amazing. It's still the same thing at the core, but we've now alchemized it, we've transmuted it, we've transformed it into something better. The caterpillar, for example, it's almost like your problems were like a caterpillar. And even though caterpillars are super cute, I love them. But imagine that, it's like being weighted to the earth, and it's slow moving and it's hard to kind of do things. But then that caterpillar goes through a metamorphosis and becomes a butterfly, goes through that transformation. And then it becomes weightless. And then it becomes something where it's like, it's easy to get around. We can suck the nectar out of flowers. We're feeling good. Things are great, right? You're going through that inner alchemy where those things that were once weighted in you, again, are kind of being brought up. And Spirit keeps showing me that silver cord. And you could almost imagine this and feel your higher self. You are your higher self, right? You're all of it at the same time. We're all those different levels of ourselves. So what you can do is, in a quick meditation, close your eyes if it's safe for you to do so right now, and I'll walk you through a super quick thing that you can do and imagine. Spirit's wanting me to share this with you. So close your eyes and imagine a silver cord somewhere attached to like your belly button area, somewhere around that area. And imagine that silver cord is attached into your body, and it's attached to all of your old experiences, all of your past, all of your present, everything. Specifically, now picture maybe anything that's currently weighing you down or creating fear in your life or creating blocks, old things that maybe have hurt you before. And you're going to imagine your higher self, you in your spirit form, is now taking that silver cord that's attached to all those things and lifting it. Lifting it, lifting it, lifting it. And as it's lifting that silver cord with those different attachments, those attachments start alchemizing, they start becoming butterflies, and now they're free, and now they're flying around. And they fly around outside of your body, and they become new opportunities, and they become different aspects of yourself that are now free. Those old things, because you brought them up with that silver cord, they alchemized, they transformed, they became weightless. And now they're those free butterflies roaming around, and now they're able to bring you into expansion. Those aspects of yourself have become free, they are released, they are out there, and now you've just alchemized those things. And that is a very quick meditation you can do. And imagine that now those butterflies that are a part of you, they have now been set free. And now imagine that they're exploring and doing those things that maybe once we were scared of, but we're also really wanting, right? Those things that we're really wanting, but we were too scared to explore it. Those butterflies now are free, and they can't be held down. They're these free, beautiful butterflies. And now they're exploring all those things that you really desire, and those aspects of yourself are bringing all your desires back to you in the most beautiful form. Those butterflies are bringing back the nectar of life. They're going to those flowers that you've wanted to experience, and they're bringing back the nectar of life and filling you with more nectar, more beautiful experience, okay? So that was the quick meditation. You can open up your eyes, feel the difference in your body after that quick little meditation. That was your inner alchemy. That was your inner alchemy. So you can do that meditation if you're ever feeling weighted by something. If you're ever feeling like you have a weight because of something, do that quick little meditation. It's so easy. You can do it as a quick little self-visualization, and bam, it alchemizes those aspects. So for some reason, Spirit wanted me to share that. I'm also seeing that that old fear is becoming a rainbow. It's coming a spectrum of light, and it's going to feel like, yeah, it's alchemized, it's changed, it's shifted into something that's very positive for you. So, next card, Ancient Emissaries. Ancient Emissaries. You are gaining, there's a message here. Your ancestors are coming through right now. I know how esoteric that sounds, but like, I'm not even joking. Your ancestors are coming through right now because you've been holding on to certain ancestral like wounds that have been taking place for decades within your familial cycle. Your ancestors are coming through right now because as you're healing, they're healing. I'm seeing a grandmother coming through very strongly. Or at least a grandmother type of energy. But if you're listening to this and you've had like a grandmother pass on, she's coming through with a lot of love. She's also bringing up food for whatever reason. Like she's saying, eat healthy, nourish yourself. Go make a nourishing meal. That's a message coming through from this grandma ancestor. She says, make a nourishing meal for yourself. Please make a nourishing meal. Like something that she used to feed you or something like that, or make for you, especially if this is, again, one that you've known before. Yeah, anyway, she says make a nourishing meal, something that's going to nourish yourself. And she's also just saying, thank you, I have so much love for you, I'm always here, anytime you need me. Like this ancient grandmother energy has so much love for you and so much wisdom. And she's also wanting to say, sorry, this is so much information. So much information is coming through from this ancestor grandma. She wants to say that she's so proud of you and she cannot believe how advanced you are for your age. Wow. And she says, like, if you look up to her in any way, she's also looking up to you in many ways, many ways. And because of the healing that you're doing right now in your life, the cycles that you're breaking. She's just like, wow, so proud of you. She's like, I'm so lucky to be part of this ancestry where, wow, this is making me cry. Oh my goodness. She's like, I'm so lucky to be part of this ancestry that is connected to you. And she wants you to know that. Yeah, very strongly. She's wanting you to know that. And she's like right here. She's like, I'm right here, like with you all the time. She's like, I'm so proud of you. Could not be more proud of yourself, of you. She's also saying, don't be so hard on yourself. She's saying, please don't be so hard on yourself. She's like, you're here to experience life and to learn and to grow, and you're doing so much learning and growing, being who you are. And she just wants to let you know that she's proud of every aspect of you, every aspect. And she's like, I mean that. I really, really mean that. Like every aspect. And she's really wanting to make that very clear because she's bringing up something that you may feel ashamed of, or you may feel like that was a mistake for me to do that, or something like this, something that you maybe feel guilty about or ashamed of, or something that you feel like was a mistake for you to do, or something like this. She wants to say that she fully understands you. And she wants you to know that she doesn't see it as a mistake. She sees it as a beautiful part of your journey, and she knows and she can see your energy and what you're capable of. And she wants you to know that hasn't taken away or deterred you from creating the most beautiful life. So that's coming through as well. I'm sorry if this message is so long right now. There's so much here that she wants to say, so I'm just gonna like go into it, even though I know this is probably like super like maybe esoteric or whatever, but she's specifically wanting to tell you to let go of the shame or guilt or regret of something. This is something specifically, like if you're not understanding maybe what this is for yourself, maybe some of you already do, but if you're not fully grasping like what this may be, it's something that I feel like you sometimes think about at night that gives you kind of stress, and you're like, wow, I wish I could have changed that. I wish I didn't do that, or I wish I made a different choice in my past, or whatever. Something like that sometimes you think about. And that you're just like, you know, she is coming down, embracing you and saying like, please don't be ashamed of that. Like, you're part of this journey of life and you're doing so well. Even though you may not feel like you're doing well at times, you may feel like maybe you're making a lot of mistakes. Sometimes you might feel like you're not doing it right. She is so embracing you right now, and she's like, no, like, do not be disappointed in yourself. Do not feel down. Like, you are doing this life thing so well. And she's like, I'm here for you, and I could not be more proud. I could not, like, she's emphasizing that so much. I could not be more proud of you. You're doing this all beautifully. Wow, she has so much love for you, this ancestor of yours. She's with you a lot. And seriously, so proud of you. Wow. She's wanting to give this example that you are like her diamond, like you're very precious, and she sees you as like the most perfect thing. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I see nothing negative about your life. She sees everything as like so beautiful, but I think she also sees it from a much higher perspective, you know, because our ancestors and spirits who have moved on, they can kind of get the more overview, like outside perspective of our life. And she's coming from that more outside perspective where she kind of sees the entirety of everything and how you're growing and how you're learning and what that may become. and she's looking at you from that outside perspective. And she, again, I know I keep going on about this, I'm so sorry, but like, I don't know why she like keeps coming through. She wants you to know how perfect that already looks and that already is from the outside, from her view. And she really, really wants you to embrace that and know that you've done so well and you're going to continue to do amazing. And she's so sure of that. She's like, please listen to me. Please listen to me. She's like, you are already doing so well and you are going to continue to do so well. She's like, I already know that. I already see it. I already know it. She's like, please trust me. Anyway, we're going to move on. Thank you, beautiful grandmother, ancestor. Sorry if that took a long time, but yeah, I wanted to honor that. She had a lot to say and it was all very beautiful. The next card we have is Transcendence. Look at this beautiful Aurora Borealis up here. Oh my goodness. Transmuting things into rainbows. You're going to be transcending this current space where you are right now. In life, there's a transcendence. You're up-leveling a lot. You're going to be learning a lot, and you're transcending an old phase of your life. You're up-leveling so much to where you're literally graduating this old chapter of your life. Like, that's the best way I can put it. You're graduating an old chapter of your life. Okay, next card. We have the Page of Swords coming up. The Page of Swords is a new idea, and also I think you're going to be up-leveling your mind, and you're coming out of a time where you used to be harsh on yourself. You're coming out of a time and you're growing in your level of like mental maturity, but you're also allowing yourself to become more fun and funny with life. Something that used to be kind of harsh, mental states that used to be kind of harsh, where maybe we used to be overly critical or overthinking, that's turning into like this more funny, carefree energy. There's going to be a more like just a funny perspective over life. Where it's like, if you make a mistake, it's no longer that big of a deal to you. Like, it's still a big deal. It's like you want to learn from it and grow from it, but it's like no longer like, are we overthinking it to the point where it's hurting us? It's like you're kind of just taking it. You're like, okay, I'm going to learn from that, but like, lol. Okay, let's move on. More of that energy. So let's see. Next card, we have the Four of Coins. This is like the Four of Pentacles. This one is things that we're holding on to. You're loosening your grip on things that you were once holding on to really deeply. If finances have been hard, or if we've made some mistakes with finances, I feel like that's something that you're also going to be greatly learning from, and your savings is now increasing. So it's another message that's randomly coming through right now, is I think you're going to be more kind of detailed to make a new plan for yourself with money, for one. There's also a message coming through with holding on to past experiences. You're letting go so that you're able to move forward. You're letting go of the past so that you are able to move forward in a fresh way. When we live from a space of like holding on to the past, where we keep talking about it, or we keep allowing it to affect us, and we keep replaying the story of our past in our mind, and we keep identifying with ourselves with our past, when we do that, we end up creating that experience. Your mind does not know the difference between thinking about something and imagining something and, thinking in a way, versus the present reality that you're in. So if you're living from the past, if you keep identifying with the past, and if you keep holding on to that, you're not living in the present moment, nor are you creating a new future. And one of the things that I think you're going to be doing is, I think that you're getting to a point where you're like, I've had enough of living my life based on the past experiences that I've had. And I feel like you're wanting to completely wipe that slate clean and have a fresh beginning, where your mind is now expecting new outcomes and you're looking forward to creating new outcomes for yourself. All right, next card. We also have the Five of Wands. We also have a garbage truck going by and it's creating a lot of noise, but I'm going to take that as a sign for you as well. It's like taking out the trash, taking out the stuff that you've thrown away already. It's like stuff that you keep throwing away in the garbage, but maybe the trash guy isn't coming. You're just like constantly needing to pick it up and throw it back in the garbage and throw it back in the garbage. And you're taking like maybe these past experiences or past things and you're constantly throwing them out. You're like, I'm done with that. And then it keeps coming back and you're like, no, I'm done with it. And then the wind like blows it back in your house and you're like, no, I'm freaking done with that. This garbage truck going by is saying that another positive shift for you that's coming is that old trash, that old garbage that you no longer want to hang on to is finally being taken away. It's like we're finally really discarding it. We're calling the trash guy like, you got to come pick this up because I'm done. Like, I am not throwing this back in the trash one more time. Like, I am done. It's getting cleared out of my life. Never to be seen again. Like that sort of energy. That is what's coming up for you. And that is what this garbage truck is symbolizing right now. I take nothing as coincidence. So when there's like weird things going on outside, I'm like, that's a message for this reading as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been happening at this perfect moment. So 5 of Wands also coming up, things that you used to be at conflict with, things that used to kind of bother you or cause you to question yourself. I feel like you've been questioning yourself a lot. That's another phase that's going to be ending for you where you're going to be set free. Instead of questioning yourself, there's more surety, there's more clarity coming in because you're just going to be more clear. You're not going to overly question yourself. It's kind of like, okay, this is what I want, I'm going to do it. And this process is coming from a place of self-love. I feel like as you begin to really accept yourself, letting go of the past a lot, it's going to allow you to be more clear in the present moment and you're going to be easier on yourself rather than having this conflict. The conflict I feel like is happening because the trash keeps rolling back in. Things that we keep throwing away and discarding keep flowing back into our house because we keep either like rethinking about it or replaying it or judging our future based on the past. And it's been causing this conflict. And then we keep having to rethrow things out. So anyway, the trash is going away and I feel like it's going to allow a lot more clarity in your life. The next card, 2 of Cups, this could specifically deal with people in your life, like relationships that maybe we keep going back to that we know are like, that we should be done with. This could be an aspect of that. Also, I'm going to be right back. My battery's about to die. I'm going to go change it before it dies, so I'll be right back. Okay, so again, this could be talking about a person in your life, people in your life, different relationship things that you've had, different interactions with people. Like this could be business partnerships, romantic partnerships, friends, family, like all these different things could be represented by this 2 of Cups. So if we've had like negative experiences in the past, this is a time where we're going to be kind of shooing that out. And this is going to be a time where because you are finally like really taking out that trash is no longer going to be affecting your future relationships. No longer will it be affecting that. The future relationships that you are going to be creating and manifesting in your life are going to be nothing like your past. They're going to be reflecting a brand new paradigm because the trash is gone. So when somebody walks into your house, they aren't going to all of a sudden, be bringing the trash back in and allowing that to like blow back in. And the metaphor of trash, just so you know, I'm not like referring to people as trash or anything like that. It's just like a metaphor for like the past experiences that we've had. So hopefully you understand that. It may be representing a person in our past that just we didn't correlate with, that was giving us bad experiences, things like that, whatever. But basically, this 2 of Cups is indicating that the people that you're going to be manifesting in your life in the future, like future work relationships, career relationships, family relationships, friend relationships, loving romantic relationships, there is a clarity here and things are about to get much more clear and intimate and together where you see eye to eye and things are actually on the same page. And it's going to be very harmonious. Your relationships in the future are going to be very, very harmonious. And I feel like you are actually beginning to manifest some very harmonious relationships in your life. Especially if there used to be really negative ones, those are evening out, they're clearing out, and you're creating very good ones in your life from here on out. So let's get some more cards on this reading. So group 2, let's see what else we get from my group 2s. Oh, I'm really feeling this one. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Some of you, there could be a fear of the spotlight, like a fear of judgment, a fear of being fully seen. That fear is going to be going away for you. Some of you have been scared to do what you really want to because you're worried about failure. The full moon in Leo is kind of giving me this message of like, we were worried about being seen because what if we fail while we're in the spotlight, right? What if we don't make it? You're healing that aspect of yourself, and also look at believe in the impossible. It's time to start believing in yourself. Things that you used to think were impossible for you are possible. Start believing in it. Full moon in Leo, this is some spotlight energy on you. It's like time to shine. It's time to shine. So that's another positive shift that's coming for you, is it's time to shine. Because you're letting go of the past and you're no longer living your present moment based on past failures, based on past successes or anything like that. It's like, it's time to focus on what do you really, really want? What is in harmony with you? And let's do it. Believe in the impossible. What used to not be possible for you is completely different. That's shifted now. You're a different person. Things that used to not be possible for you are possible now. Don't let the past experience, don't let the pride of the past get in the way of the future. Right? Be you. Who are you right now? Let it shine. This is your time to shine who you are in the present moment. Believe in the impossible, because the impossible exists for you right meow. And the impossible is possible now. And I know this is gonna sound so corny, but I'm possible, okay? Things that used to be impossible for you are I'm possible now. Okay? Let's go ahead and get another card. Let's see. Ooh, one wanted to come out there. Ooh, I feel like it's this one. Renewal, frog spirit. Ooh. The frog is so significant. Ooh. There's a total renewal of energy here where the things that did not work out for you in the past can absolutely work out now. Things that used to get maybe criticized for, things that used to get judged for, things that weren't, like, the time is now. I'm hearing the words, the time is now, and the time is different, and you can find and create your success now, whereas maybe before it maybe was hard or other things like that. It may have been difficult. There's a total renewal of energy. You're not going to have the same experience as you did in the past. There's a renewal happening for you. There is a shift here. You are not going to attract the same experience as you've experienced in the past. It's going to be new, it's going to be different, it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be an upgrade from what you're used to. There is an absolute upgrade that has happened. You just need to trust and know that you've been upgraded. You have been upgraded. I'm seeing this image to help you understand what I'm seeing. Your guides are showing me that you used to be maybe a small little lion cub, and you tried to go out and do something. Maybe you tried to take down, like, say your goal is represented by the zebra that you're trying to hunt and take down, but this little lion cub is probably not gonna be able to take down a zebra because it's a little lion cub, right? So you probably tried to get to your goal before and then maybe had a fail, or maybe, fell down, or maybe things just didn't go the way that you hoped that they would go, and it didn't work out. But since then, maybe you haven't retried to gain the zebra, maybe you have a couple times, and again, you were the little lion cub. Now, you've grown into a full-grown lion. You have, energetically. You've upgraded, you've been upgrading, you're now the full-grown lion. When you try to do that thing that you failed at before, you're gonna have a completely different story. You've grown. You've grown, you're the full lion now, and you are meant to take down bigger things. You're meant to achieve bigger goals now. You are meant for that. You've upgraded. There's been a renewal of energy. Like, things are a fresh beginning now because you've shifted, you've changed, you've grown. So there's a whole different ballpark here. is a big message that I'm hearing. So let's go ahead and get into some Astro Dice to get some more info. Okay, we have Pluto, planet of transformation, in the sign of Taurus, in the 5th house. Transforming the ways in which you have fun. There's a huge transformation happening. The 5th house is really associated with Leo, by the way. There's a lot of Leo energy for you. This is major spotlight energy. Shine your light, have fun, let your heart shine, follow your heart type of energy. Pleasure for you. The ways in which you seek pleasure are changing. Trust that. I feel like there's a message for some of you. This is not a message for all of you, but for those of you that are single, that have had bad luck in relationships, this is specifically a message for the people that are single that have had bad luck in relationships. Your type is changing. Who you find physically attractive is shifting. You're about to go through a shift to where you'll look back on the people that you used to be interested in. You're gonna be like, oh wait, what? Like, why? Why? How? It's changing physically and personality-wise. The personalities and the physical traits that you used to find attractive are completely shifting, upgrading. Things are going to be more stable for you. So this is specifically a message, again, for those that have had trouble in relationships and are still single. For those of you that are already in a stable relationship and all that is good over there, then there's a different message for you. The ways in which you have fun in your life and the things that you find pleasurable are shifting. You are upgrading to things that are much more solid. Your passions also. The things that you're passionate about, the opportunities that you've been given and that you're now going to be finding and creating, those opportunities are changing and they're going to be different. You're doing major healing in this aspect, in this area of like the dating world and your passion world and all of that. And you're ready for more solidity, things that are more stable, things that create pleasure, but long-term pleasure. I'm hearing the word long-term pleasure. And this is for both anyone listening to this. This is a message in this, is seeking long-term stable pleasure rather than short-term quick sparks that die out very fast. I am also hearing a message that if some of you want to make something that you're passionate about a career, something that you're really drawn to, if you're wanting to add that into your career in some way, shape, or form, or make it your career, there's a big opportunity for that. And you're being given the wisdom of more stability and commitment in that area, because it's going to require stability and commitment in order to make it happen. That's also shifting for you to where you're being given that ability. You've always had that ability, just to make that clear. You've always had that ability, but it's being like awakened and activated within you to have that sense of commitment and that sense of stability in that area to see it through to its manifestation and completion. So I wanted to make that clear as well. So with that being said, let's get into our last oracle cards for your reading. We have Origins. This says, remember your roots. Ooh. Remember your roots. Ooh, your ancestry. Remember those? Yeah, remember your roots, who you've been. And we also have teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. Origins. Remember where you've started and how far you've already come in life. That's a big message for you within the Origins card. Look at how far you've already come. The fact that you've already come that far, and growth is exponential. The ways that you're going to grow now, exponential compared to how far you've already come. Exponential. So look at that and see, and use that as your wisdom to see you're capable of a lot more than you think. Teach. So inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. Look at nature. Look at how nature grows. Like the example that I gave you with the lion and the cub and all that. Like, let let nature teach you. Let those be your greatest lessons. Actually, nature is the greatest teacher, because I always give nature examples like in my readings to convey concepts. Nature, if you observe nature, it can be your greatest teacher, because you're going to see so much. You learn so much from nature by observing it and applying it metaphorically to yourself. So I also feel like you're going to be inspiring people. There's a message here where you're up leveling and you're going to have a lot to say and teach to others. Like, for example, when you see other people going through what you've been through, you're going to have so much to say, so much wisdom within those areas. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So those are our last couple cards that we have for you, my beautiful group number 2s. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And if you are interested in getting some crystal bracelets, all the information will be linked down below. Just wanted to give that last little message. So again, I hope to see you in my next video. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading, so let's get right into it. All right, so group 3, inner strength is the first card that's coming up for you. The biggest thing that I'm feeling in this card is that there may be something that you're facing at the moment that seems a little bit overwhelming. So, sorry, oh my God, I'm like burping in every single group. I just ate breakfast before filming, and like, here we are. I just, someone did say something positive about that, so I'm not even gonna like cut that out, I guess. Usually I do cut out moments like that in the readings, but somebody recently said that whenever you burp in a reading, it's like confirmation that it's truth or something, so we're just gonna go with it. So, anyway, inner strength. Definitely getting this feeling of something overwhelming in your life, or something that just seems really big, and it's maybe taking a lot of your energy to go through it. Like, maybe it's not fully overwhelming, but at the very least it's something where you're like, whew, I have a lot of responsibility, I have a lot of like things on my plate, I have a lot going on that I need to handle. This card indicates that you are going to make it through absolutely just fine, like A-okay. You're going to be absolutely just fine. It indicates that this is something, for one, that is building inner strength, but it's also telling you that you absolutely have enough inner strength. Even those moments, if you're like, oh my God, this is so much, I don't want to use my strength on this. It feels exhausting. Like, I feel like at times of your life at the moment, things feel a little bit exhausting, and it just feels like there's a lot on your plate, a lot of responsibility. This is actually going to upgrade you. And I'm getting this image where spirit is showing me a mermaid, like this wave that's coming. This kind of, the wave indicates the current amount of things, a current amount of responsibility, or things that may feel overwhelming in your life at the moment, or that require a lot of energy in order to, you know, just kind of keep your head above water. Like, I feel like you're using a lot of energy right now to keep your head above water. It's like it's taking a lot of time, it's taking a lot of energy, and even though you're doing it, it may just feel exhausting. Anyway, I'm getting this image that this is like transforming you into a mermaid, and I mean that metaphorically, of course. But I'm seeing this image where this woman is becoming a mermaid through this process, and it's going to become way easier. And I'm also seeing that the waters are calming down, and you're gaining the ability to swim through this a lot easier. And I think that's why the spirit's giving me this image of this mermaid, and that you're transforming into the mermaid, because once you're a mermaid, these waves are way more simple and they kind of don't really bother you, because you're like, oh, this is fine. Like, I can swim in this just fine. Like, it's just water. So I'm seeing that the current overwhelm, you are adapting to it, and it's all of a sudden going to feel easy. And then after it feels easy, I'm seeing the waves calming down a lot, and you're swimming with ease through it. And that's the image I'm being shown there. So that's our first card. Our second card that we have, ooh, this one's interesting. Oh my goodness, you guys. Emerging from the water. Oh, I'm seeing such a cool message here. There may be times where you feel like what you're going through is so overwhelming that you may feel like it's so hard to keep your head above water. Oh my God, guys, I got the coolest message. Holy crap, I'm loving this. Hear me out. I know I'm taking a while to say this and you're probably like, spit it out already. But I'm just like trying to download the message fully so that I can like really speak this. So, whatever it is that you're currently going through that feels like a lot of weight, it feels like a lot of responsibility. It may feel like you're almost drowning in it at times. And there may even come times like maybe this is like an ebb and flow and there's times where you're just like, whoa, this is really overwhelming. And then, oh, there's a period of calmness. Oh, this is really overwhelming. This process is transforming you. This is actually a beautiful process that you're going through, even though it doesn't look like that from the outside. It doesn't look like that while you're going through it. It doesn't seem that nice. The transformation that this is going to be giving you, and maybe that's why I was having this image of a mermaid, all this stuff, like you're about to go through a massive transformation through this process. This is like whipping you around in a way where you are going to emerge. So for one of the messages here is that you're going to emerge from this wave and it's going to be fine. So trust the process. Know that it's not going to last forever because it's not. The calmness is coming. Once the calmness happens and you're going to grow from this situation in such a way that when you emerge from this time, the person that you are going to be is incredibly inspiring, incredibly powerful, and it's giving you a transmutation, or a transformation, I should say, like a transformation. Wow. This is going to change you in a beautiful way. I'm trying to tap into the energy of this transformation right now to kind of explain it better, but wow. Okay, Spirit's showing me another way of explaining this. I'm so sorry if this is all over the place, but I'm seeing such a cool message. And Spirit's the way it's speaking through me is I'm trying to decipher it at the same time of speaking it. It's almost like you're gonna kind of almost get lost in these waves a little bit. It may get kind of overwhelming to where you're just going with it and you're just that's all I can focus on is these waves and keeping my head above water, blah, 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 blah. To the point where you're not even gonna notice that it's actually shifting your direction. You may get kind of lost in it, but it's a good thing. So I don't know, just trust the process is the word that I'm hearing. Trust the processes of where you are right now. You're gonna emerge somewhere different. And I mean that again, metaphorically. Your mentality, your personality, the things about you are going through a transformation that when you emerge from this time, as the waters calm down, you're coming out as this beaming light is what I'm seeing. And very inspiring with new ideas, with a new direction in life, a whole new world to explore is opening up for you. There's going to be new opportunities coming into your life through this process. This is bringing you to a new place in your life where you're going to be able to thrive. Trust the process is something that I keep hearing. Trust the process, because you're going to know as this calms down, the way that you're going to emerge from this time, powerful. There's a powerful you coming out of this. I'm so sorry, this is so metaphorical and all over the place. Spirit isn't wanting to define it fully because it's such a I don't know, very unique process that I'm picking up on. I want to get into this more. I want Spirit to define this more. Let me think for a second. Oh, okay. Spirit is shifting your focus at the moment through this process. Okay, Spirit is we can speak about this. Let's be clear about this. The way that you're going through life right now, these waves are meant to shift your focus. They're meant to change and introduce you to a new world. It's meant to shift you. Your current direction in life, like you are destined for something greater, is what Spirit's saying. You're destined for something greater. You are destined for more, but the only way to like get you to this new place is to go through these waves where it's going to kind of bring you somewhere new or turn you into a different direction. And then as the waves are going to calm down as you shift into this new realm, this new area that you're meant to go, which you're going to get there naturally. This is like nature's natural progress. This is going to shift you. And then as you emerge, you're going to emerge right where you belong. And you already are right where you belong. So don't feel like, oh, I need to find myself. I need to find where I belong. Like, trust the process, because the process that you're going through right now is shifting you where you're meant to be. And you're meant to be right where you are right now because you're meant to go through this shift. You're meant to go through this. You're exactly where you're meant to be right now, and you're headed exactly where you're meant to be. I'm hearing the words 2 to 3 months from now is this sort of like real emergence where you're going to understand a lot more. And this shift in your focus is going to bring you to the focus where you're really meant to explore next. It's going to make sense as you get there. Spirit is just saying it's going to make sense as you get there. It's going to make sense as you get there. Trust the process. Feel good about it. You're doing great. Spirit wants to say you're doing great. This is building strength for you. It's going to be great. And the emergence is going to be beautiful. Like there's a magic happening right now. There's a magic happening right now. And you're going to see more of that magic as you emerge. Okay? So let's get to the next card. The next card that we have here is Open Channel. Ooh. I am seeing in this card that I'm getting the tingles. These look almost like sea anemones, although I'm not entirely sure if they are or not. But what I'm hearing in this card is like tingles of truth. As you emerge, there's going to be something new and enticing for you in this new realm, to where you almost get tingles about it, like thinking about this new direction, this new exciting opportunity, this new exciting thing or something like that. Like, and Spirit is also saying that they're going to speak to you in tingles. So when you get like goosebumps or tingles or like those bodily kind of sensations, like I'm getting them right now as I'm talking about them, but like those bodily sensations where you're like, ooh, that's like enticing. That's like, I don't know, it kind of almost gives you like butterflies, but on the outer part of your skin almost. Kind of like when you listen to ASMR, like I don't know if you guys have checked out ASMR before, but like those kind of tingles on your body. Spirit is saying that that is confirmation that you're thinking about the right thing or moving in the right direction and all of that. I also feel like you're going to know with clarity the direction that you're supposed to go in. Some of you may be getting a sense of it already. Maybe you've already been having a little bit of this sense already in your life. Trust that. It's going to become more clear as you emerge even more into this new world and step into it even more. You are stepping into your divine purpose right now. And you have a bigger purpose than what you previously thought. Group 3. You have a bigger purpose in this world. And we also create our purpose. We create our destiny. We also kind of choose a bit of it. We have a bit of a blueprint before we're even born on this planet or earth. We have a bit of a spiritual blueprint, but we create that blueprint. And then we get to, fulfill that in whatever way we desire here. We have free will. So you're moving towards fulfilling that, but you're fulfilling it on an even deeper level than you have been so far in your life. You're going to be fulfilling it more, discovering more about it, going deeper into it. And I feel like you're connecting deeper to that higher aspect of yourself. And it's going to feel great, by the way. It's going to feel great. I feel like your intuition is becoming stronger, especially as you emerge into this kind of new space, this new perspective, this new focus. Yeah, this is a new focus that's going to be really exciting for you. And it's going to fulfill a deeper aspect of yourself as well. So, yeah, hopefully that's making sense so far. Let's get into our next card. Our next card, we have Oceanic Beloved. Ooh. Oceanic Beloved. We have a lot of this is an ocean deck, so of course it's gonna have a lot of ocean references in it, but the waves and then this ocean beloved is sort of speaking in harmony together for me right now, and sort of indicating that you're going to look back on the current moment that you're going through, where things may feel a little bit overwhelming, a little bit, like we're carrying a lot of weight or having a lot of responsibility right now. You're going to look back on this time and be very thankful for it, because you're going to see how it is shifting you and how much it's leading you to the right direction that's meant for you. And I feel like you're going to be very thankful for it. I also feel like it's oddly healing different aspects of yourself. You may not see it in the moment, but it is actually healing you. It's like washing away old things, washing away old perspectives that no longer are going to be serving you in this new realm. It is washing away old habits. That's a huge thing that I just heard from Spirit. This wave that you're going through right now is washing away old habits. You're going to notice very clearly the habits that Spirit and your higher self are trying to tell you that it's time to end those things. You're going to see it very clearly. And you have been also seeing it, I think, very clearly for the past year. And I feel like a lot of you have already been ending certain habits, but there's more here that Spirit wants you to focus on. So this could be our spending habits, our eating habits, our workout habits, our wellness habits, our, any habit that you can think of, really any habit that you can think of. You will notice more overwhelm when you repeat certain habits that you know are supposed to end. So this is Spirit's way of washing away bad habits right now. And Spirit wants to say that they're not trying to put you through a hard time. That's not their intention behind this wave. This wave, however, and again, you're also creating this, your higher self is making this, right? This is meant to be something that's happening for you right now. And it's a beautiful process. So what it's meant to do, however, is to wash away these habits, make it clear to you, because of course we want clarity on what we need to be doing, right? We want that clarity. But Spirit wants to say it doesn't mean that you just need to take away all fun things or all pleasurable things. Spirit wants you to know and says, seek new fun things to replace these old habits. What's a new fun thing that can be healthy to replace maybe our current unhealthy habits? So if we have a habit of eating junk food because it's it gives us pleasure. I mean, junk food is obviously pretty freaking tasty, but at the same time, we obviously know it's bad for us. So if we're doing it in excess, we maybe need to cut that down, and then we can find healthy ways of replacing that. So finding recipes for super healthy food that can also be fun. For example, for myself, that's just an example. So obviously this could be talking about any habit in your life that may be kind of negative that Spirit wants you to kind of shift your focus on and create something new that can support you better. And this is an important process to shift you into that right direction, because in this new realm, you're just going to need to be at that higher place. And Spirit also wants to make it clear that the new habits that you bring into your life can be just as fun, but just make them healthy. Make them something that supports your well-being mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's going to be important. You guys have this is such a deep reading, I want to say. I've never had such a deep reading from Spirit before, actually. This one's so deep and has a lot of meaning behind it. So for those of you that chose this pile, obviously you have a much bigger purpose on this earth than you previously may have thought. And Spirit is awakening that within you right now. And so if this is the pile you were drawn to, hello, let's do it. But also within this, yeah, Spirit really wants to make it clear that this is not like a punishment to end these old habits. This is a blessing. Because as you begin to replace them with like really healthy habits, the Spirit's also saying you're actually going to have more fun. You're actually going to have more fun. It's just you might not know how to like do these shifts yet. It may not be clear yet. But as you make them, it's going to become very positive. I'm so sorry if this message is all over the place, but yeah, this is just the message that Spirit had for today. And again, you're going to be looking back on this, Oceanic beloved, you're going to be looking back on this being like, wow, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so happy that I've made these transformations. I really think you're going to be so incredibly proud of yourself in a way that you can't even imagine right now. And you're going to be looking back on this being so thankful. Also, these pink orbs are really sticking out to me in this card. The pink orbs are, I'm seeing self-love, tons of self-love, and tons of like thankfulness and calming, loving energy. You're filling yourself with more love. And that's another thing that's being like taught through this. So let's get into our next cards. This reading has already been 20 minutes long, and we've only gone through like the first 4 cards of this reading. So let's get on to some more here. Obviously, Spirit had a lot to talk about today. So our next card, we have the 3 of Coins. Ooh. There is new information coming through about upgrading. The 3 of Coins is upgrading. I'm seeing so this doorway on this card, you're walking through an area of upgrading your skills. I think right now a lot of you are being called to upgrade your skills or to expand them in some way. To, almost get better or refine. I'm hearing the word refine, focus more on the details and refine those things. That's going to play a huge role in your purpose. I think you're going to be like learning new things and upgrading yourself. Ooh, I'm also hearing that for some of you, if you already have like a certain career, you may also be learning another thing to add on to that. Like learning another thing and adding, it's going to be complementary to what you're already doing, or complementary to what it is that you're trying to do or wanting to do. You're going to be learning another outside skill that makes you much more well-rounded in this area and up-levels you to the next like level. So we also have the next card, Queen of Cups. Balancing your emotions, being in control of the waters that you're surrounded by. Ooh. You're learning how to be in control of this. To be more in control of your life. You're actually in control of these waves. These things that you're going through. You're actually in control of them. As you learn more, you're going to learn how to control that better. Emerge. This is specifically happening to shift your focus, to shift your current maybe habits, especially the ones that are not serving you so much, into habits that do serve you. You'll get tingles when you're going in the right direction. It'll feel good. Spirit wants you to know that any changes that you make in your life, if it doesn't feel good, it's not the right change. That's a big message here. If it doesn't feel good, it's not the right change. If it feels positive, it's the right change. Yes. Okay. That was the message. Spirit also says that that's a very important message. So please, if you remember anything, remember that. Any change that you make, if it feels good, it's the right change. If it does not feel good, it is not the right change. Next card, 6 of Cups. Old habits, past things. It's time to let go of those things and to also step back into your childhood imagination. Where you used to allow yourself to imagine, to have more play, to have more fun. Your inner child wants to come back out. Maybe some of you have gotten too harsh on yourselves as you've gotten older, this is about letting your inner child back out, be playful, have fun. It's going to play a huge role. Never let your childhood innocence die is a huge message here. Never let your childhood fun, exciting perspective of the world and those creative ideas. As when you're a kid, you're so creative. Let that blossom again. Let that inner childhood creativity blossom again, where you're like, oh, I could be this, I could be that, I could do this, I could do that. Let that blossom again. Like that's something that is wanting to come back out and emerge once again. We also have Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Something new and exciting is coming up for you. That's going to be very exciting for you to explore. This is a new opportunity that feels very spontaneous, but so exciting. Like a passion that's arising where you're like, I have to act on this. I have to go for it. Like that kind of feeling. So yeah, new inspirations are absolutely coming for you. You're also meant to, again, replace those old things with something that's new and fun and exciting for you. Okay. We also have another fifth card. I actually was meaning to only pull 4 cards for each group, but you had like 5 fallout cards, so we went with it. We kept it. Oh, and then it's the King of Wands. So Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. You are up-leveling. You're up-leveling something. I feel like career is up-leveling for a lot of you. The Knight of Wands as well. You are up-leveling. Your life's about to get more fun and exciting. I'm also going to restart my camera really quick because it's about to cut out. It always cuts out at around 30 minutes, and I'm about to go into a deep message, and I don't want it to cut out while we're there, so I'm going to restart it right now. All right, we are back. So, the King of Wands. I feel like you're about to be in a more feeling like more control over your life. The commander of your life. And also you're honing your creativity a lot deeper. Your creativity is about to reach a new level. And yeah, it's like an upgrade in your creativity. Whereas before it might have felt very like, oh, I have to spontaneously act on this creativity. Oh, I got an inspiration, like let's try it out. You're about to get to a point where your creativity is very much like at a mature level where we can have a mass amount of creativity and we see very clearly like what to do with it, how to make it grow, how to nurture it. Like you're really going to be in the commander seat of your creativity rather than just acting based on purely spark. It's going to become, you're going to be so rooted and seated into that creativity, which is interesting because the kings, all of the kings in the tarot, if you look at the Rider-Waite tarot, which is the kind of more original depictions, if you look at all the kings, they're seated. So this is talking about they're very seated and rooted into their suit. So the suit, this is the King of Wands, so it's the suit of Wands. You're going to be, and Wands talk about spontaneity, creativity, spirituality, passion, fire, the spark, all that. You're going to be so much more rooted into it to where you can command it. The King's the commander. You're going to be able to command that creativity when you desire that creativity to come out. Rather than only acting on spontaneity. The Knights are amazing. They're so great, but they're 2 steps down from the King. They are the ones that act when they have the spark, and they're only really able to act when they have the spark. The kings, however, are so rooted into it that they are the commander of it. They don't wait for the command. The knights wait for the command to happen. They wait for the inspiration to come to them because that's what they have to do. They have to wait for the command. The king is the commander. You are up-leveling so much to where you are the commander. And again, I've probably said that enough times to where you understand what I'm saying, but you're stepping into that commander position. You're not going to have to wait for that inspiration anymore. The inspiration comes when you call it. Okay. And I also feel like, yeah, inspiration is going to be very easy for you to find in this next chapter for you. Let's see what else we get for group 3. We have, what do you need to release? Ooh, I feel like that's talking about those old habits, those old things that we're kind of wanting to be talked about. Okay, there we go. More cards. We had a lot of follow cards that time. There's also 2 on the floor. We're going to go with it, even though your reading seems to be very long, but we're just going to accept what it is. I try to make all the readings the same length, but sometimes that's just impossible. So your dreams need a practical plan. I feel like you're being called to create more of a plan as you slowly start to get that inspiration. And as that develops more, you're going to then be rooted into it more, which is then when you're going to become the commander of it. The energy is gaining momentum. That one is self-explanatory. Things are growing for you. Your energy is gaining momentum, and you're soon going to emerge in this new space with this new perspective and all of that. Full moon in Taurus is also the closing out of an old chapter in regards to your material world, your finances. You may be, I'm thinking that this is also talking about a practical plan with your money for some of you. What do you need to release? Old habits need to be let go of. The energy is definitely gaining momentum for you. Conclusions are within reach is our next card here. So different things that needed to be maybe ended. Other things that maybe it's kind of like we're ready to close those out. The solution of how to close those out is coming. We also have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So this is a new cycle of balance as well. Balance is going to become easier for you. This could also be talking about a new passion. New romantic cycle can talk about new passions are awakening for you. Something new that you're really excited about. And we have a fiery climax approaches. Ooh. So yeah, the climax of your old life. You're also the kind of waves that you're going through right now. The finish line of that is coming. You're so close to the end of that wavy cycle of your life. You're so close to the end of that, so that's great news. And I feel like 2-3 months from now, you're going to be completely done with that chapter of your life. Whenever it is that you're watching this. This is a timeless reading, by the way. Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary. Ooh. With the Mystic Meadow, you're going to be exploring something new that's very exciting, is what this card talks about. Something mystical that's unknown that you're excited to figure out. So things may seem still unknown for you, but they're being revealed just as they're meant to. So again, trust that process. Huge message of today for you has been trust the process. Let's go ahead and roll these Astro dice to get some more info. Okay, we have Mercury, in Cancer in the 3rd house. You're going to be learning new things for sure. I feel like some of you are also going to be reading something new that has a wealth of information in it. Studying something new, learning something new, taking a class maybe, joining a program, or reading, or all of the above. This is going to be something that grows you deeply and helps you balance the waves. You can almost see the Cancer symbol as waves crashing and curling and whatnot. You're creating more balance there. This is going to help you create more ease in your life and be in more of the controller commander seat of your life. These books, these courses, these learnings, you may even be being self-taught in something or taking a class, having a teacher or an expert help you. There's going to be important conversations that you have, like inspirations that come through. This could also be things that are happening online. The 3rd house can indicate the online world. So videos, online classes, books, YouTube, all these different things. Like there's inspiration coming through, knowledge and wisdom coming through. And it is going to help you create the balance that you need. and to emerge. All right, so let's go ahead and get our last oracle deck in here, and let's see any last info that Spirit has for you today. We have opportunities. This one says, unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. Don't wait until it feels like the right time, because it may never feel like the right time. Opportunities, unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. Even if it doesn't feel like now's the right time, unfurl. It's time to open up. It's time to do, because the sunlight is coming, right? Unfurl like a fern. You're going to learn as you go. Trust the process. Take the opportunity, especially if the opportunity is sitting there right now. Take it. Joy. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. So the more that we spread joy, the more that we spread good vibes, the more that we're just going to create that. It's going to come back to us. That is always something that's repaid. So spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. The more we spread joy, imagine joy is the wildflower and you're spreading it. It's just going to grow more wildflowers. That's all it's going to do. It's going to spread more joy. More joy spreads more joy. So that is the message to end this reading off. So I hope you enjoyed it, group number 3. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I know that was like a deep one. Hopefully it made sense to you. Hopefully it offered the guidance or anything else that you were seeking today. If you are interested in getting some crystal jewelry, some high vibe crystal jewelry that is gold filled, does not tarnish, again, all the information will be linked down below for those of you that are interested in that. And also just thank you for joining me here today. I love doing these readings for you. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos like these in the future, because I'd love to have you there. And hopefully I see you in my next one. Bye.